It is my great honor to welcome Mayor McCormick here to Avanel Street School 4 and 5 to take a look at just what our student council has been able to do here for the Have a Heart food drive. Mayor McCormick.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Panko, and this is my first time in the school since you've been principal.
Yes,
So
yes.
congratulations to you too. It's
Thank
a great,
you.
becoming a principal is quite an accomplishment.
Thank you.
So, boys and girls, part of my job as mayor is to make sure I thank and recognize people when they do something good. And you guys have done something not only good, but great. Because you have raised all this food at just one little grammar school, raised all this food for people in need. So I'm going to start by saying thank you to all of you.
It's our pleasure.
Your pleasure. All right, good. Now you guys are what, the student council?
Student council?
Yes.
Are you, how'd you get on student council? You election or your teachers appointed them?
Teachers appointed.
Teachers appointed them?
And kind of
You have
recommended
to write a
them.
poem.
They had to write an essay on
Oh, okay.
why they should be on student council.
Oh, okay. And you guys wrote good essays. What grade are all of you? Fifth and fourth? All fifth? All right, tell me your names real quick.
Jordan, Josie, Ronald, Pardika,
Sophia.
Shri,
Diago.
Grisimo, Elijah, Victoria.
Josiah.
Mrs. Perez?
All right, so who wants to tell me how it makes you feel knowing that you got food, you collected food, and it's going to go to somebody that needs it? Go ahead.
I feel honored to help the homeless. You know that do not even have food like all of us does.
Right. Okay, what else? Who else? Go ahead.
I feel very happy that I'm helping like the people in need.
Right, okay. Who's going to tell me how you actually collected the food? You already went. You go.
We brought our food from our homes to
Okay.
help less fortunate people.
Okay.
And so that they could get food for their family.
Okay, how did the rest of the school know what to do? How did you let them know what to do? Go ahead. You raise your hand? Oh, go ahead.
We would say it on the loudspeaker, so
Okay.
everybody would bring in the food, and we would go down and collect it with baskets, and we would put the food in
Okay.
baskets.
You went like class to class? So when the little kindergarten kids, did you really like put the pressure on them and say, hey man, you better bring in food or else? Did you put the pressure on the kindergarten kids?
No.
No? All right, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I know you wouldn't do that. I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. So what kind of food did you collect? I see a lot of it's bagged up. Oh, no, some over here. Go ahead.
A bunch of cans.
Right. And boxes.
Yep.
What didn't you collect that people need? Go ahead.
The expired,
Right, right. Very good. Like what?
like cans, like expired cans.
Right.
And like probably like little juice boxes.
Right. Okay. What else? What else is? What's not here that you guys eat or drink every day? What do we?
Stuff that's necessary for like, not food, but for all-time needs, like Pampers, like.
Oh, right, right, right,
Yeah, wipes and lotion and.
right. And toothbrushes and toothpaste, right? What other kinds of food are not here that you guys eat every day? What kind of food can't you really collect? What?
Eggs.
Eggs. Very good. What?
Yogurt.
Right. Very good. What else? Keep going. You're on a roll. What?
Pudding.
Pudding. What else?
Milk.
Milk. Very good. What else? One begins. Go ahead.
Candy.
Candy. No. No. Candy. If you collect candy, that's good. You can keep it. How about something begins with an M besides milk? Something begins with an F or a V. What?
Meat.
Meat is right. What else is F and V? What?
Fish.
Oh, good one. Good one. It's not the one I was thinking of, but that still works.
Frozen food?
Frozen food. What else? Like, what goes bad? Fresh what?
Pizza.
Pizza. Yes. Cheese is good. What?
Grits.
Who?
Grits.
Grits. What else? I'm thinking of fruits and vegetables, right? Because some they don't last forever. You know, you got to use them when you pick them. Yes.
Cabbage.
Cabbage qualifies, I suppose. All right. So look, that's good. You guys did a really good job. How do you like your principal?
Love.
You love her? Amazing. Why?
she's amazing because she does everything for us, and she always busy for all of us, and she always tries her best no matter what the circumstances.
Whoa. Whoa, that's, that's a pretty good testimonial there.
Hello, we would like to welcome Mayor McCormick to Woodbine Avenel School 23.
Wow, very good, perfect. Now take the microphone from here. What's your name?
My name is Sophia Brahim.
Nice, you did a very nice job. Hi, boys and girls. Hello. You guys doing well today? Yes. So I just learned that you guys are in the National Elementary Honor Society. That's big time. That's pretty serious. Do you know what the categories are that you have to be in the Honor Society? What are they? Well, good grades, right? That's like scholarship. Behavior. What else?
Citizenship.
Citizenship. What else?
Leadership.
Leadership, right. You guys are good. So, you know what being in the Elementary Honor Society means? It means when you get to middle school, you really better be in the Middle School Honor Society, right? Or there's no point in being elementary if you don't get to the middle school and stay in it. And what does it mean when you get to high school?
You have to be in the high school elementary society.
The National Honor Society, that's the big one. That's the big prize. And when you're in the National Honor Society and you want to get into college and you're going to fill out an application and you're going to put down that you're in the National Honor Society, then the person reading that application is going to know all about you even though they never met you. Because they're going to know you're a good citizen, that you have character, that you're a leader, that you have scholarship, and most importantly, they're going to know you do community service. And what you did here today, or for the last couple of weeks, and what we're here today to talk about is community service. And that's why you're in the Elementary Honor Society. That's why you're going to get in the National Honor Society, because you're doing something to help people you don't even know who they are. Who's going to tell me the importance of food drives and why we do them? Go ahead.
For homeless people to be able to have something to eat.
Okay, what else? You want to say something else?
That's what I was going
What you going to say?
to help people who don't have food.
Right, right. And who's going to tell me how you guys collected all this food? Go ahead, tell me.
Well, every morning we go to different classes and ask if they brought anything in for the food drive.
And if they did?
Then we bring it down to the Scalliger's room, and
Okay.
We've been collecting for a while.
How long you been collecting? What?
Since January.
Since January, okay. So did you each have a class you were in charge of, or you just, yeah?
I was in charge of Miss Calicari's.
Yeah? Who's in charge of kindergarten? Did you go up to the kindergarten kids and say, you better give food or else? You scare them a little bit? No? Good, I'm only kidding. So we don't have the food here, but tell me, what kind of food did you collect? Go ahead.
So it was many canned foods, many like pancake syrup, many hygiene products were there
Okay.
too. They're mostly just like non-perishable items.
Non-perishable.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's going to tell me what kind of food people need that you're not really able to collect, kind of, why, and tell me why? What kind of food didn't you collect? What kind didn't you collect?
Wait, didn't we?
What didn't you collect?
Like fruit and things that could spoil over time.
Perfect, perfect. Things that could spoil over time. You can't collect them because you can't leave them in a room. Give me an example of what kind of food you didn't collect.
Apples, bananas, oranges.
Fruit? Okay, what else?
Bacon, meat.
Meat, perfect. You guys are good. What else?
Vegetables.
Vegetables, you guys are good. A couple more. What?
Eggs.
Eggs? What
Yeah,
else?
eggs.
What else?
Fruits.
Fruit? You got fruit? What do you put in your cereal?
Milk.
Milk. What do you make? How do you make toast? With what?
Bread.
Bread. You guys are smart. So, what else you want to talk about? How about your principal? Was he helpful in this whole thing?
Yeah.
Did he kind of help you, guide you?
Yeah.
All right, how about, I don't know your teacher's name. What's your teacher's name? Oh, you said Gallagher, yeah. You're the one with the stuff in your room. Okay, okay. How's Miss Gallagher? Cool?
Yes.
All right. So what else are you doing for the Honor Society, just besides the food drive? Do you do any kind of activities? Yeah.
When there's birthdays for kids, we sometimes make them cards, and we're gonna do a lot of things like.
Very cool. What else? Anything else?
Yeah, just to add on to what he said, we all get assigned like a certain birthday for like, so this month for February, we all got assigned certain birthdays, and we have to make the birthday cards every time.
Oh. All right. So you're going to send me a birthday card in May? Yeah? May 27th. Don't forget it. You won't forget it? I expect, huh?
You just gotta come here.
I got to come here. Okay, I'll come here. That's a plan. I'll talk to Dr. Zega. Who knows why do we do Have a Heart? What's the connection?
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day, right. So we ask people to give 214 pounds of food or $214 so we can buy the perishables. What's the number 214 mean? What?
2 for February 14th.
February 14th. You guys are a smart class here. No wonder you're in the Honor Society. You're all smart. We really appreciate everything. You did a good thing here. Somebody you don't even know is going to get food probably tonight or tomorrow night that you just got them. That should make you feel good, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Good morning. I would just like to welcome Mayor McCormick and Mr. Barcelona to Avenel Middle School for the Have a Heart food drive. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, Principal Lewison. How you guys doing today?
Well,
So I know these three on the right are the organizers here. Why don't you guys tell me your names?
Kayla, Hager, Mason,
And what are you in the student council? What's your title?
Vice President, President, Historian.
Historian. Okay. How about the rest of you guys? Give me your names.
Hi, my name is Raj.
Neuron.
Jasai,
May.
Christopher, Brianna.
Nice to meet you guys. So let me go over here to our student council reps and give you the microphone and have you guys, who who wants to speak. Hey, you're the president. You got to speak. That's the duties of the president.
Yeah.
You're a big shot. Tell me all about the drive. Tell me how you notified the students and the families. How did kids know to bring in food? What do you do with it when you got it? Tell me all that stuff.
Well, we put up flyers and we were informing everyone because it was like a need to for the Have a Heart food drive, and like everyone was generous enough, and like it was really like we all just like promoted it a lot. So like yeah, and like when we got the food, we put them in classes and then we brought them down to the media center.
Okay, very good, very good. And we're going to pick it up today, and we're going to bring it out to the pantries, and maybe by tomorrow, someone's going to actually be eating the food that you've collected this last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Terrific. How did any of you guys donate food or get involved? Okay, let me ask you guys a question. Since you shook your head there, young lady, how does it make you feel knowing that you brought food in that somebody you don't even know is going to use it because they need it?
It makes me feel honored and happy.
Okay. How about you?
Good, because I know that they needed it.
Okay.
It makes me feel well because, like, I gave it to somebody in need.
Right, okay, you guys are good. And you see all this kind of food here, right? What kind of food did we not collect? And why? Why? There's some groups of food we didn't collect.
That expires.
Oh, very good. That expires. Like what?
Like milk.
Milk, perfect. What else? Bread, perfect. What else?
Like fruits.
Fruit, perfect. You guys are good. Keep going. There's a few more. How about you guys?
Cheese.
Cheese, what else?
Cans, like
Stuff that's expired, yeah, what else?
yogurt.
Yogurt, very good. How about meat? Right? How about some kinds of vegetables that you can't, you get them, they're only good for a couple of days or a week or so, then they go bad. So that's why we collect money, because then the money Peter is in charge of that. He goes to a place in Hillside where he buys meat and bread and cheeses very, very inexpensively, and he adds that to the perishables, to the non-perishables, and then brings all that to the people who need it. Let me ask Peter to say a few words right now. He's in charge of getting the food from the people who donated to the people who need it. Peter?
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Mr. Lucent. Avenel Middle School is always a great supporter of We Feed Woodbridge over the years. As the mayor said, We Feed Woodbridge. We feed about 1,400 families a month out of our 11 food pantries, so it takes a great deal of food to feed a great deal of people. So you're doing your part in helping your community and feeding your community, and you should be very proud of what you do. So thank you very much for your donation.
So tell me, what else does the student council do in Avenel Middle? What else other kind of projects do you guys get involved in?
We have a lot of fundraisers
Okay.
for the school and like for other organizations.
Like what other organizations?
We have, well, a lot we have for food pantries.
Right. Does Miss Annan still make sure everybody does everything around here? Yeah, like she's like nuts, isn't she? I've been dealing with her since I've been the mayor. I'm at Avenel Middle more than any other school because she keeps inviting me for all the things you guys do. Right? She raises money for domestic violence victims and for the animal shelter and all kinds of stuff. Except, you know what bothers me? She always invites me here at 7:30 in the morning, like before school. I'm still sleeping. And I got to get up early when I come to Avenel Middle School. You got to tell her, say, look, why don't you bring the mayor here at lunchtime? Much easier, right? I'm only kidding.
Good morning, everyone. I'm so excited that we are here today. We are going to start off by introducing a famous person, our favorite mayor, Mayor McCormick. Come on over, Mayor. Thank you for coming to the best school in town, Mayor.
Okay, well, she says the best mayor in town, right? I'm the only mayor in town, right? So how can I be the best? I can also be the worst if I'm the only one. So why do all the teachers here look so old? Most of the time, teachers are young. You got a lot of old teachers here. How come?
What is today? Who can raise their hand?
What's today?
Today is the 100th day of school.
100th day of school? So why does that mean teachers get old all of a sudden? Why? Why?
It's the 100th day of school and it's 100.
Oh, so they dress like they're 100 years old? Oh, now I get it. All right, well, I want to thank Mrs. Trooper for introducing me. We are here today to thank all of you for the great job that you did collecting food for people in Woodbridge Township that don't have any sometimes. This is terrific. Give yourselves a big round of applause. So who is going to tell me, you kindergarten kids, first grade kids, and student council? Let me get the microphone back. I guess you guys in the back there are the student council, right? Let me ask you guys to pass the microphone among yourselves. I'm going to ask you some questions. So somebody tell me how you collected the food.
We collected the food by, we had carts, and then we would go from class to class and asking if they had any food, and then we would load it in the car.
And how did the parents know that you had a food drive going?
We sent out flyers on paper, yeah.
All right, very cool. All right, give the microphone to somebody else who wants to speak or answer a question. Tell me, why is it important that you have food drives?
It's important that we have food drives because we could give food for the poor.
Okay. What do you think it's like if a kid comes to school hungry? Okay, you want to try that one? What would it be like if you were hungry all morning? Could you concentrate on school?
Actually, I wouldn't, because if you're hungry, you can't,
Can't concentrate.
yeah.
You can't pay attention to your schoolwork, right? What about, how does it make, go with it back to some of the ladies back there. How does it make you feel? Anybody, you want to try it over there? Want to try it?
Violet, go ahead.
How does it make you feel knowing that there's kids that are going to have food tomorrow because you collected food and we picked it up here today?
It makes me feel happy and
How do you guys pick student council? Is it teachers pick it? How?
In class, we did a vote.
Oh, you voted?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So you guys won elections, so we have something in common.
Yep.
I win my elections and you won your elections. Very cool, very cool. Go ahead, what do you want to say? Go ahead.
I wanted to say like I feel happy that we're giving food to people who need it.
Great, great. All right, so who's going to tell me the food we collected here is a certain category of food, but there's other categories of food that are not here, and tell me what they are and why. Why can't you collect certain foods?
We can't collect like sugar foods and like because we need healthy foods for like
Healthy foods, all right. But what else? What are the kind of foods that you eat every day are not here?
foods that can like expire or spoil.
You got it, you got it. Good job. What kind of foods expire? Somebody help her out. What kind of foods expire that we can't collect?
Perishable foods.
Perishables, right? Like what? Give me some examples. Pass it around.
Like milk,
Milk is a good one. What else? Pass it around.
eggs,
Eggs a good one. How about you? Anybody think of any more? All right, what do you think? Apples, fruit. Very good. What else? What do you think? What do you think?
gravy,
Gravy. Okay. What else? What is kind of like fruit? Vegetables. Fruit and vegetables.
I would say corn or like frozen foods.
Frozen foods. All right. You guys are good. Very good.
like
What begins with an M? Four-letter word begins with an M. What? You got it. Yeah. What? No. Give me the kind of food you don't have here. What?
Meat.
Meat. Right. Very good. Very good. All right. Pass the microphone back.
Here you go, Lucas.
Thank you. Now, I'm going to tell you guys a secret, especially you guys in the front. So, way back in 1964, when I was 6 years old, guess where I went to kindergarten? Right. I went to kindergarten here. I went to a Catholic school like Miss Trupa did, right? You went to St. Cecilia's, right? But I spent my first year of school here in School 19, and I had Mrs. Walwork as my teacher. I was a half a day back then, I think. Yeah, wasn't it? It was a half a day. I had the mornings. I used to get here in the mornings, and other kids had half day in the afternoon. Isn't it cool that the mayor went to your school? Yeah. So all you kindergarten kids, you could grow up to be the mayor. You could. I did. Well, I did. So why, if I could do it, why can't you do it? Right? You're kindergarten in front here, right? Okay, what's your favorite subject?
painting.
What's that?
Paint.
You know, really? My favorite subject was finger painting. It was. It's not really a subject. It's not really a subject, but it was my favorite thing to do is you get your hands and you put them in the paint, you get them all gooey and dirty and slippery, and you go paint with your fingers. That was cool. That was my favorite thing to do in kindergarten. And then we played with the pegboards, and we built up big buildings. Well, not big buildings, little buildings, because we can't make a big building. And that was one of my favorite things to do, too. How many of you guys live in Menlo Park Terrace? All right, I'll name a street. You tell me if you live there, okay? Mason, Ethel. You live in Mason? Ethel, Atlantic, Jefferson. What number? What number Jefferson? Do you know? 56. Okay, that's over the top of the hill on the left. Yep, you live by Eddie Mullen, Mr. Mullen or Mr. Miller. Who else? Who's Jefferson? What number? 24? 164? No way. You're on the corner of Wall Street and Jefferson? Guess who lives across the street from you? Guess who lives at 157 Jefferson? No, my mother. My mother lives, so you're on the corner.
You know Mary? Is Mary your mother's name?
Yes.
She said, I know. So you know Mary?
You know my mother? What number are you? What? So you live at, do you live at 149?
Yeah.
You do, the old Scangel's house. No, it was. My friend Victor Scangel lived there. Hey, he doesn't live there anymore. Yeah, I knew that because my mom's 157. It's 2 houses away. And he's 164. He's right across the street and down one. Oh, my goodness. You guys know my mom. Guess where I'm going after I leave here? Stopping at my mom's. Because every time I come to Menlo Park Terrace School 19, I always stop at my mom's and check it out and see how she's doing, see if she needs anything. Right? And probably take some food out of the refrigerator. Right? Maybe she's got some candy tucked away. I could steal that. Why not? Why not? What's your name? Someone tell my mom. What's your name? Myra. What's your name? Ryan? Brian. Myra and Brian. I'm going to say I met your friends Myra and Brian. Yes.
I know your mom too.
No, you don't.
I do.
Where do you live?
Yeah, he does. He lives on the same street as me.
Really?
Yeah.
What number do you live at?
79.
79? Yeah. That's up the street a little bit. My mom probably doesn't know you live pretty far away.
Hi, my name is Joanne Schaefer, Miss Joanne Schaefer. I'm the principal of Claremont Avenue School. I am here with our wonderful National Elementary Honor Society students and Miss W, and I'd like to welcome Mayor John McCormick here as well as we present to him our food that we have collected as part of the Have a Heart food drive for the Woodbridge Township, and we have collected 302 pounds of food. So the students, I know. The students that you see here before us have worked hard. They have given up their time. They have worked with Miss Amanda Wadzinski, our school counselor, who is also in charge of the National Elementary Honor Society. They have counted the food. They have collected the food. They have sorted the food. They have recognized collectively the kindergarten class, Miss Janaqualia's kindergarten students, for collecting the most food here at Claremont Avenue. So I'd like to congratulate all of our students, thank them for recognizing the importance of donating to the Woodbridge Township Food Pantry and helping those families in need. And I'd like to congratulate all of these students here for all of their hard work and for being a part of the National Elementary Honor Society. Mayor McCormick? Thank you.
There's nothing left for me to say. She said it all. Hello, boys and girls. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Let me start by recognizing Miss Schaefer. This is my first time coming here since I found out that this is a National Blue Ribbon School, which is like really cool. That means she's doing a fantastic job here. That means the Board of Ed's doing a fantastic job. I'm going to give you a minute for a quick commercial. Take a bow and tell us exactly what this involves. What did you have to do? What did the staff have to do to become a National Blue Ribbon School? We've only had 2 others. School 24 was one when Dr. Mansfield was there, remember?
And School 22.
And School 22, okay, so 22, right. So give me a little summary of what this all means.
Okay. So in the spring, in the early winter, we were reached out to by the New Jersey Department of Education, asked if we wanted to apply for this recognition, this national recognition. Together, we put together an application that really showcased all of the wonderful things that we do here at Claremont Avenue School and all of our students do every day here at Claremont Avenue School, from our academics to our after school and during school programs, as well as volunteering activities such as this, and just our overall school spirit and all of the enthusiasm and dedication that you bring into the classroom and to school every day. So we worked on the application, completed it, and then in the fall we received recognition that we received the 2023 National Blue Ribbon School. Ms. Qualia, Dr. Massimino and I went to Washington, D.C. to pick up the plaque and receive this award on behalf of all of our students and school community, and together we are so very proud of this recognition. So great job to all of our students.
All right. So they reached out to you, but why? Like, what made them think of Claremont School 20 versus other schools to reach out and say you should apply?
That is a great question, because of what we do here every single day. I mean, How do they know that?
Yeah.
So from of course, our test scores, okay, our school assessment data, our school enthusiasm that we have, our attendance rates. They have different benchmarks that they have throughout the state, and they find schools that meet those criteria, and they invite them to apply.
So these stats are on file with the State Department of Education?
Correct.
Okay, got
correct. And the students have just done a really great job, and it was great for us to take all of their accomplishments and to showcase all of this together. So,
all right,
thank
great.
you.
So when I go meet the kids, go ahead.
Yes. And we were also, it was for exemplary performance, so we had to meet the criteria for exemplary performance. So that is what our students did here.
Very cool. All right, so when I talk to kids about the National Elementary Honor Society, we always talk about how important it is, right? Who knows what the categories are for the National Elementary Honor Society? What are the go ahead, Brady.
You have to be in honor roll, which is all A's and all B's.
All right. What else? What are the categories? Is it what? Go ahead.
Well, you have to have good behavior.
Good behavior. Good. What else? What?
You have to have good grades.
Good grades. What else? Isn't there four categories? Or is that the middle school one? Go ahead.
Leadership.
Leadership. That's one of the words I'm looking for. What else? Yes.
You have to be kind to others.
Be kind to others. What else? Go ahead. You know? Scholarship, right? Good. It's another one. I think there's two more. Yes.
You gotta be respectful.
Respectful. What's if you're? Go ahead.
You should have empathy.
Empathy, right? What about being a good what? What? Role model? No. What?
Good sport. Yeah.
Good sport. It begins with the word I'm looking for. Begins with a C. What?
Citizen.
Citizenship, right? And there's one more I'm looking for. It's CS. Less, mostly S. What did you just do here? You did something here, right? Didn't you? What?
Speech.
No, I'm the one that gives the speeches. Yes.
Schoolwork.
No. What did you do here? Like you? Yes.
Study.
No. Yes.
Sportsmanship.
No. Community service. Right. You guys did a community service. So you should be really good that you're in the Elementary Honor Society. But you know what? It doesn't mean anything if you get to middle school and don't go into the National Middle School Honor Society. That's a big one. And you know what? That doesn't mean anything unless when you get to high school, you're in the National Honor Society. You have to have that as your goal. You want to be in the National Honor Society because when you apply to colleges and people who never are going to meet you look at that piece of paper, that's your application, and they see that you're in the Honor Society, they know you're a good citizen, they know you're a scholar, they know you care about others because you do community service. Right? They know you have character. They know you're a good citizen. That's the big one. But guess what? You're on your way. You made the big first step. So now let's talk about the food drive. Who wants to tell me how you collected all the food? Go ahead.
Posters and slideshows.
Posters, slideshows. Where'd you show the slideshows? On a projector?
I'm not sure. Miss W should know.
Oh, I'm not asking Miss W. Yes.
On our school Facebook account.
Oh, school Facebook account. Oh, you got a Facebook account. Whoa, look at you guys. Yes, sir.
We also showed it on the school's website.
Website, okay. Very good. Did you have flyers go home to the parents? Yep, all right. And then, so let's say I'm a first grade kid, I walk in with a can of food. What happens? What happens?
You bring it to the office, and then they put it in Miss W's room, and then it builds up, and then we pack it in boxes.
Okay, very cool. How does it make you guys feel knowing that you're doing something good for people in the town that need it? Go ahead, how does it make you feel?
I feel good. I feel like I accomplished something, and helping out the people, and hopefully I can change their lives by giving to them.
Whoa, that was perfect. Perfect answer. How about you?
Yeah, I feel really good about donating to the people in need because I feel like everyone deserves food in their lives.
All right. You guys are really good. Who else wants to say something about how it feels? Yes.
I feel like no one deserves to go hungry and starving.
No one deserves to go hungry and starving. Very, very good. So let me ask you a tougher question. There's all this kind of food that you collected is great, but what kind of food is missing that you don't collect? Give me some categories of food that you don't collect.
Things that can perish easily, like milk or
Right.
dairy foods.
Milk or what?
Like dairy foods.
Milk and dairy. What else? Yeah.
Like microwavable products.
Right. Okay.
No products in glass.
All right.
Products that like you have to put in the freezer or something.
Right. Man, you guys are good. What else?
I was gonna say no frozen foods.
No frozen foods. Right. What else?
Products that go bad.
Do products that go bad? Yes.
Regular fruits or veggies.
Fruits and vegetables. Man, this is the smartest class I've ever come to. Well, of course, you're in the Honor Society. I should know better, right? Very, very good. Now you guys are fifth grade. Have you done the government yet where you know what different branches of government are? Yeah. Okay, so I'm the mayor of Woodbridge. What branch do you guys think I'm in? Anybody think do you want to go?
Executive.
Very good. Why? Why? Because I execute. I don't execute, no. I execute, but I don't execute anybody. I run the town. That's the executive branch, all right? Miss Meehan, who's with us here, she's on the town council. They serve as like a check and balances on the mayor's office. What branch do you think Miss Meehan is from? Go ahead, in front there with the blue shirt. What? The legislative. Very good. My goodness, you guys haven't gotten one wrong yet. Let me bring Debbie up and give her the microphone. So Debbie and I work together. So like I said, I'm the executive branch, but I can't do much on my own. A lot of what I do, if not most of what I do, has to get approved by the town council. And that's why we have to have a good relationship and we have to be able to work together. So Debbie's in her 10th year on the town council. I remember way back when we asked Debbie to run because we had an opening, and Debbie was doing all kinds of great stuff in town. And I said, Carol, my chief of staff asked, and I asked, why don't you run for the town council? And Debbie says, no, I don't want to do that because then I won't be able to do everything that I do. And we said, oh, not exactly. If you're on the town council, you can do even more for people because you have the exposure to be the council person. If anybody in Colonia ever has an illness or a fire or something that is bad, Debbie is like an expert on spaghetti dinners. She can put together a spaghetti dinner with the Colonia VFW and the Colonia Firehouse, and she does these tricky trays, and she can make thousands of dollars for somebody who needs it. And she was doing that the whole time, and then we said, hey, can you imagine what you can do if you're on the council? And she's been doing it for 10 years, and she does a great job. So when you get home tonight, say, guess what, Mom and Dad? I saw the mayor. But I saw Debbie Meehan, too. All right? Debbie will say a few words.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. You did such a great job here today. The one thing I heard you all talking about, how it made you feel, how it made you feel good, that everybody should have something to eat, that nobody should be hungry. And the things that you do here, and by collecting all this food, that's what you've done, and you've done something really good. And like the mayor said, you're in the Honor Society now. Continue what you do throughout your school years. Next year, you'll be, you're fifth grade, fourth grade? Fifth. So next year you'll go to Colonia Middle School, and there's a great community service club there that does all these different things that I work with all the time. We do a lot of really great things, and you help people, but you also have fun doing it. So that's really important. But keep doing what you do. Kindness is really important. It's really, really good to be kind to people and to help them out. So always do that, and that's what you did today. So congratulations to you.
Is that who has the drive at Evergreen, the middle school, or is that the
Yes, that's the Colonia Middle School.
School,
Yeah,
okay.
we do a drive-through. They bake cookies for the seniors. We do Valentine's Day cards. They do a lot of really fun stuff. They stuff Easter eggs for me. So it's not just about work. It's about, like I said, having fun, doing things, take care of your community. So keep doing what you're doing.
Great. Now I want to introduce you to a man, Peter Barcelona, who's in charge of all the food drives we have. He gets the food from the people who donate it to the people who need it. Let me ask Peter to say a few words.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Ms. Schaefer. Thank you, boys and girls. As the mayor says, we feed Woodbridge. We are 11 food pantries. We feed about 1,400 families a month, which is roughly a couple thousand people if you equate that. And you are one of about 17 schools this year that participated in our drive. We'll probably bring in roughly maybe 30,000 pounds of food, which is a lot of food, but that food comes in very quick and it goes out very quick. So your participation here really helps the community at large, and it also helps your neighbors that you're not even who they are at that point. So, on behalf of all the people that I have the privilege of serving at the food pantries, we say thank you.
Excuse me, let me sneak out. So you guys say you collected 302 pounds of food, right? What do you think weighs more, your food or me? Good, I'm glad you said food, because I don't weigh 302 pounds.
Hello, I am Jamie Lopes, the counselor here at School 18, Indiana Avenue School. This is the NEHS group that worked together to support our Have a Heart food drive. And I'm going to introduce Mayor McCormick, who has been running all of this.
Oh, thank you very much, Jamie. And NEHS stands for what? National Elementary Honor Society. That's really cool. So before we start, I want you guys to tell me, how did you get into the National Elementary Honor Society? What did you have to do?
We had to have great behavior and good grades.
Great behavior and good grades. What else?
Have excellent attitude.
Attitude, yep.
We had to have good leadership skills.
Wow, what else? You guys are good. The one word I'm looking for. What kind of why we're here today? What else do you have to do?
We have to have a heart to donate and try to make the school better.
Right, okay, good. You got to be service, right? Service to others. So that's very important. So first, let me start by congratulating you on being in the National Elementary Honor Society. Are you guys fifth graders? Yes. So you're going to go to Island Middle next year? Yes. Guess what they have? They have a middle school honor society. I know. You know. Good. I'm glad you know, because you have to get in that too. Otherwise, no one's going to remember if you're in the Elementary Honor Society if you're not in the middle school. And guess what happens when you get to John F. Kennedy High School? What?
There is the National Honor Society.
Exactly. Now what? Go ahead.
And you get to be in it.
You don't get to be in it. You got to work to be in it.
Yeah.
You got to do the same things. You got to have character. You have to have good citizenship, good scholarship, most important leadership, and I think the most important one is community service, because they like people who care about others more than they care about themselves. And when you are applying for college and you can put down that you're a member of the National Honor Society, then they know all about you, even though they never met you, the person who's looking at that piece of paper to decide if you get into Rutgers or Montclair or New Jersey, what's the one in Trenton called now? I'm drawing a blank. TCNJ, yeah. All the good schools. And they're going to see that you're in the Honor Society, and they're going to say, I want that kid in my school. What good kids. So anyway, who's going to tell me how School 18 collected food for the Have a Heart food drive? Who wants to tell me? Somebody. Go ahead. No, I'll hold it. You go. Just tell me. How do you do it?
Okay.
Yeah.
They collected food for the Have a Heart food drive by going to door.
Oh. Each classroom?
Yeah.
And the kid brings it in and brings it to the classroom.
Yeah, and
you guys go around and collect it?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. How'd you do that? Did you just walk around and say, anybody got food?
So we each went to classrooms and we asked if they have any food, and if they did, they would bring it in, and then we would store it for you to collect.
Okay. Did you do any flyers How did the parents know there was a food drive? How did the moms and dads know that they should give their kids food to bring in? Yeah. Well, you go first. You had one. You go.
Well, by email, so.
By emails?
Yeah.
All right. Were there flyers? Yes.
We gave out papers and flyers.
Flyers. Okay. All right. And then you go class to class? Yeah. Go ahead.
We would like tell our parents.
Give me food.
Yeah.
All right. Give me food. Who had the kindergarten class? Did you ever go to the kindergarten class and walk in and tell the little kids, hey, you better donate food or else? No, you didn't do that? I know, I'm only kidding. You can't threaten kindergarten kids. They might grow up to be bigger than you. You never know. So who's going to tell me how it makes you feel to do something like this? You already went. Who didn't go yet? Go ahead.
It feels good to know that like homeless people are gonna be like not hungry while they have food.
Right, very good. What else? Who else wants to tell me how it makes them feel? Go ahead.
It makes me feel like we're doing the best we can to help all those people that are outside.
Right. And one of the ways you get into the Elementary Honor Society is through community service. And that's going to be important in middle school and in high school. You have something?
Yeah. So it makes me feel good that people who don't have like a sustainable like food supply, we could give food to them.
Terrific. All right. So you see all this food. Where is all the food? Oh, behind you there. So my next question is, who knows what kind of food you didn't collect and why you can't collect it? What kind of categories of food are not here? Yes.
Chips, like chips.
No. Yes.
Perishable.
Perishable foods. Very good. Give me an example.
Like tomatoes or apples, any fruits.
Fruits and vegetables. What else? What else can't you really collect? What else?
Refrigerated food.
Refrigerated food is right. Like what?
Milk.
Milk. Right. What else?
Ice cream.
Ice cream. Too bad you can't collect ice cream. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Yeah. Then it wouldn't even get out of here. I would eat it all before it got out of here. What else? Go.
Water.
Water? What else? How about, what do you put in the toaster?
Bread.
Bread. What do you put on your hamburger?
Cheese.
Cheese. Right, all those kind of food. So what we do is we collect money too. And Mr. Barcelona, who I'm going to introduce in a minute, is responsible for going to the stores and buying the milk and the bread and the cheese and the meats and the fruits and the vegetables that you need to complement the food that you have here. And then people have a complete diet. They have all the different food groups. So let me ask Mr. Barcelona to come up. He's in charge of getting the food from you guys who collect it to the people who need it. Go ahead, Peter.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Madam Principal. Miss Lopes. For the generous donation of food that you're giving to us today. Our food pantries feed about 1,400 families a month, as the mayor says, and we try to provide a round diet of meats and cheeses and milk and obviously things that you need to, that we need to eat and stay healthy. So on behalf of the people that we serve at the food pantries, all our 1,400 families, we say thank you.
And the other thing too is you may want to mention is a lot of people have certain restrictions on what they can eat. And we use the money to buy things
Correct.
that you don't collect, right?
Yes. People that have special dietary restrictions are diabetic, might be celiac disease and other. So we provide gift cards to ShopRite or to Wegmans. And also we purchase food from the community food bank in Hillside, the state food bank in Hillside, and we bring food down here to supplement what we get from our food drive. So it's very important that the monetary donations are as important as the food donations. So thank you.
Okay, let me ask Ms. Worley, the principal who came in, if you'd like to say a few words. Usually you don't. I know that. Go ahead.
I would like to thank the mayor for bringing this program to the schools and for our students and Ms. Lopes for all their hard work in making this a success.